careers of a lot of British actors. Work on Masterpiece is sometimes the only way they have the great luxury of going to America and finding out how people view their work. And for many people, it also happens to be a transition. Appearing on Masterpiece can be part of a journey to working more internationally and being seen by a very discerning audience. Rebecca has been a very vigorous and vital custodian of performances that can be seen by an audience that really demonstrates its loyalty, a loyalty, support, and interest she's never taken for granted. An ability to be vigilant about that, to maintain your enthusiasm and a critical faculty, yet still convey joy and intelligence and wit about what you're doing, and therefore making other people feel the same way about it, never giving in to, here's season 17, 22, 25, or whatever it is a great tribute to an unflagging artistic vitality that sustains all the other hard work it takes to maintain a show like Masterpiece. You're not going to have a Downton Abbey every 5 minutes. You'll be showing some material that's interesting, but that might not automatically appeal to that many people. Masterpiece has banged a loud drum for a very long time in a way that's still resounding, confirming that television can reach a lot of people with work that might not otherwise be seen so easily. Rebecca has the toughness a producer needs. If you want to sustain a project or something that's become an institution like Masterpiece, whilst acknowledging at all times that its longevity is not guaranteed, you need to know when to say no and when to push back a little. She certainly has that capacity to charm, to be bossy and persuasive and curious, but ultimately, you feel that she's on your side, that indeed she's trustworthy, a friend, someone with whom you can have fun. Promoting shows for Masterpiece was never a chore. In Rebecca's orbit, you're in an atmosphere that is passionate about the work. Though she is unquestionably leading the charge, she's a smart enough boss to let other people do lots of talking. Whether it's presenting material or imagining campaigns and artwork and posters, or introducing new titles or bringing people in if it's a specialist subject or an unknown novel or a difficult set of characters or strange accents, you have to be alive to it and have a team around you who are going to enjoy delivering it. The program, the institution, and the many strands of Masterpiece punch way above their weight. I say, well done, Rebecca, and thank you very much. Prologue. On a warm summer day in 2009, I was sitting on the screen porch of my house in Kennebunkport, Maine, reading an American novel and falling asleep. My phone rang with a call from Laura Mackey, the head of drama at ITV, the largest commercial network in the UK. She often tips me off to new British series that I might be interested in for Masterpiece. We chat, catch up. Rebecca, do you know Julian Fellowes? She asks. Just as a writer, I say. Gosford Park? Mary Poppins on Broadway? I know his work, but not him. I think he's an actor as well. She tells me about an upcoming miniseries he's written that she's very excited about. A family saga set on a spectacular country estate, early 1900s. An American heiress whose money keeps things afloat, beautiful frocks, a downstairs family of complicated servants. She tells me directly that she thinks it's going to be very good and that the production needs Masterpiece co-production money to fill the financing gap. I've known and liked Laura for years. She has good taste and very savvy television judgment. I listen, and then I think to myself that the project sounds a lot like a combination of Edith Wharton's The Buccaneers, which we'd already done in 1995, and Upstairs Downstairs, of which we'd aired 68 episodes from 1971 to 1975, and which we're about to remake with the BBC. Does Masterpiece really need another aristocratic family, charming servant miniseries at this point? Probably not. I tell Laura no thanks. We chat about the London weather, and I go back to my book. I've been very, very lucky in my career, in spite of myself. 1. Letters from Maine. I'm writing this book in that same old house in Kennebunkport. It's where I lived during the summers with my parents and later with my husband and my daughter. My parents' names, like my husband's and daughter's, were Paul and